Now, we stopped Paul in his prime from Cambridge. Hi, Paul.
Hello, how are you doing?
Yeah, good. Now, we were discussing Welsh football fans, in this sense, Welsh football fans that don't support the Welsh rugby team for whatever reason, and you want to speak to Bish about it. Go on, Paul.
That's right, I do. Hello, Bish, how are you, mate?
Evening, not too bad, Paul.
Right, well, listen, the way I look at it is this. It stinks of hypocrisy, really. This is just one reason why some football fans don't really get behind the Welsh rugby team. Firstly, Wales and the media and the Welsh Taffia, they seem to want our support in the rugby. Now, David Bishop, you earlier on said, how can a Welshman really want Wales to lose?
Yes, I did.
Well, what I would like to say is, how can a Welshman not support a Welsh football team?
I do support a Welsh football team.
Sorry?
You're telling me I don't support a Welsh football side?
Yeah, I've never seen you down Ninian Park.
I've been down Ninian Park 3 times.
What, 3 times what, in your life or this season?
No. Yeah, I've laughed this fella, yeah.
Were they for the big games only, Bish?
Yeah, 3 times this season. I was lucky enough to get some complimentaries. I could go with Neil Jenkins, if that's anything to do with it.
Oh, all right, okay. Well, I've seen Neil there once or twice, but I do believe he's actually a Manchester United supporter.
Well, he is, yes. But I mean,
right. Well, at the end of the day, then,
if
it's not appropriate for us football supporters to support the Welsh rugby team, and we are called unpatriotic, then how can it be that it's okay for Welsh rugby legends, and with which you always will be? How can it be appropriate that you can support Leeds United instead of your home team, Cardiff City?
Funny you're talking about that. No, we were just talking off air with Leighton. My side, when I was growing up, like all kids, I suppose, was growing up. I mean, Manchester United and Liverpool and Arsenal are the sides now. At the time, was Leeds United, and I've always had a close bond with Leeds United. If you know, if you understand what I'm saying, Paul, you know, and that, if they say what was your side when I was a child, and it's always been Leeds United. But I'm not a Cardiff City. I can't say an out-and-out Cardiff City, but being born and bred in Cardiff, obviously I want Cardiff City to do well. I mean, and nothing could ever detract me from that. But as far as you going about on a level playing field, the problem is, does Joe Calzaghe get the recognition in Wales that he should?
I'm not so sure. Well, I think he does. I think he does recently.
Well, he's the undefeated boxer. Don't get me wrong. I think Joe Calzaghe. I mean, it was a breath of fresh air for him to win the British Sports Person of the Year, which, you know, for me, you're not going to get a level player field on as far as rugby and football goes, as for the reasons Leighton mentioned earlier. And do you know what Leighton's favourite side was?
Hang on, I'll give you 25 guesses. I'll give you 100 guesses. You wouldn't get my favourite other team other than the Swans.
It's Hibernian.
Or when you were growing up.
Hibernian. Tell you what, and I'll tell you a reason why. First game I ever saw was the night Hibernian came down from Scotland to officially open Swansea Town, as they were then, floodlights. And they came out, I was a little kid, I was only 6 or 7 year old, right? And they came out and they had this fantastic emerald green shirts on with the white sleeves and all that. And the kids are very, very impressionable, aren't they? And I was no different as a kid. And I saw this.
This is all very romantic, but it's not really answering the question.
Well, no, it is, because every time
I do support
I want to
Cardiff City, and I like to see Swansea City win.
Right, it is slightly veering away from the actual. But Paul, just to clarify, Paul, are you saying that you don't care much for the Welsh rugby team on a Saturday?
Not at all.
You don't really?
Not at all.
So
are you a Cardiff City supporter then, Paul? I presume?
Absolutely, 100%.
What, do you want Swansea to win or lose?
I want us to beat Swansea, but I want Swansea to come up this season.
Excellent. Okay.
And so Paul,
at the end of the day, why is it okay? Why is it okay for Jonathan Davis to support Manchester United and then not support the Welsh rugby team?
But we're talking about clubs or countries here. Of course, there's a difference.
Massive difference.
You're talking about, Jonathan Davis is a passionate Welshman.
Who supports Manchester United?
But doesn't matter. He still supports. I've been at international matches with Jonathan Davis football and his children.
And his children, yeah.
Right. So don't come that one with me.
If Jonathan Davis
don't come that one with me,
all
because
the Welshmen of this world supported Cardiff City and Swansea.
I'll bet you
we would have football teams in the Premier League, wouldn't we?
No, because fans don't win games.
That's right.
Right. Well, you tell me a supporter that's ever scored a winning goal.
No, but the point is, if all the fans that supported Man U in Cardiff went to watch Cardiff all the time, then obviously they're bigger gate receipts.
Yeah, but we're not talking about clubs here, Sam. We're talking about national sides.
Your national country.
When your national team is playing, you are not a Cardiff City supporter or a Swansea City supporter on that given day, or a Blues or an Ospreys. On that given day, you are a Welsh supporter. Come hell or high water, and I don't care. You put your personal club allegiance to one side for the sake of your country, and if you don't, you don't deserve to be called a Welshman.
Paul, is it just the rugby as well? Is it you've got the ump about the rugby? What about darts?
Yeah, generally, I think that's a pretty fair comment. Yeah.
Okay,
just
Paul,
the rugby.
Well, Paul, we thank you very much for calling us.
Yeah,
it's good to speak to you.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers.
And